kind of corresponds with the whole vlogging thing because, you know, I think you know. I don't know. I made a goal. I made a few goals, actually. For the next 365 days, I'm going to make a video every single day.
Underneath the rows of trees, I will see you where the ocean meets the sky. Under your toes, the fire grows. You are ready for a different kind of life.
Hey guys, welcome to episode 3. Today we're going to talk about preparing, and I'm going to show you a little behind the scenes of this photo shoot that's coming up. So let's switch this to time-lapse mode. Let's do it. Alright guys, so I spent an hour setting up for the photo shoot tomorrow, and you guys only saw that for like a brief second. My time-lapse was way too slow. But yeah, hopefully I get to some footage tomorrow for the photo shoot, and we'll go from there. Yeah, vlogging, it's not easy. Okay, so this is how I generally prepare a photo shoot, and this also includes preparing for a video, like interviewing, scenes. This helps a lot whenever you're working with someone and they generally have an idea of what you're doing. So this is my little creative space studio, and this is basically the layout. I have a couch over here. There's equipment stored over here, a table, there's a door, technically it's a curtain, and then this right here, this little area is basically the where all the magic happens. Okay, so here are the basics in how I set up. So we have, this is me, I'm a circle and an X, obviously. So we have a camera, and then we have the subject and the backdrop. So whatever the camera's capturing the subject to the backdrop, I like to have the subject at least a few distance away from the backdrop, or else the key light, being as harsh as it is, will cast a shadow if the subject's too close right here. So how I generally set up is I like to have the subject at least far distance, and the camera can move around. I just have it right there because it's a basic shot, but I technically have more space to back and forth to capture the subject, but due to my lens, I'm only limited to this certain view right here. So generally, that's how I set up. So the key light, I carry 4 lights. I have 2, one of my 2 professional lights, and then I have 2 smaller lights. So I use the smaller lights to, this one to capture the backdrop, this one to capture my subject. I use a key light, being as intense as it is, on full power to capture my subject, and then the fill light as dim, as not too dim, but just dim enough where it kind of fills in the other half of the subject. So that is my typical setup. That is how I set up to do a quick photo shoot. It's not really quick since the setup's really it's time consuming, and you guys already saw it took me an hour. But I like to also keep in mind that these power, they're not long, so they do this circle thing in my studio, which bugs me the most because I need to fix that. But whenever you're setting up, make sure to gaff tape all the power, to gaff tape all the power cords on the floor, so there won't be any tripping hazard. So that is basically how I set up. Most of the time I forget to do this part, and I'll be the only one tripping, even though I warned that my model to not trip over them. So now I don't really always do the 4-point lighting. Technically this is more of a 3-point lighting between, hold on, let me get my red one. This is a 3-point lighting to light up the subject. So we have the backlight, which basically, hold on, let me draw that better. Yeah, there we go. So this one is mainly to highlight the arms and the hair, which this could also be a hair light as well. The fill light will basically fill whatever the key light, being as intense on full power as it is, raging light at this subject to give contrast. So all this is 3-point lighting, and that's what I use. I use 3-point lighting. Now if I get fancy, I will usually point this backlight to the backdrop to have 2 backdrop lights, and this one will kind of give like a gradient, and then this one will kind of just fill in whatever's missing on this side. So there you go. That is how I prepare for photo shoots, weddings, interviews, scenes, and I just draw out a quick map and hand it to someone off, and they'll help me out on how to set up and do my scene. Alright, that concludes our video for today. Thank you for watching. I hope this helps out most of you on how to set up your scene, your lights, your interview, your wedding, videos like this. So in the comments down below, tell me which videos I should make, kind of a tutorial in a way, to help you guys out on how to set up, or just how to make filmmaking videos. So keep it more on that subject, on the filmmaking or the photography. If you guys need any help, I'll make a video on it. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys on the next video.